What happens when the future of sprinting collides with the present elite? In this video, we break down two electrifying women's 100-meter races that showcase Jamaica's dominance at every level of the sport. From Alana Reid's explosive performance at the World Junior Championships to Reid Nugent's composed brilliance against world-class competition in Kingston, this is more than just speed. It's about execution, pressure, and legacy. You'll see how young talents and established stars approach the race differently and why Jamaica continues to stay ahead of the rest of the world.
Lane 5 for Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Wedderburn-Gooderson. Been training in Jamaica, European under-18 champion. Alongside her, Alana Reid of Jamaica. She's been training with Sha'Carri Richardson and her group in America. Bronze in Cali, lead leg for the relay team that took 5th in Paris. And Chelsea Kadiri of Germany. She's found form at the right time, season's best to impress in her semi to reach this final. Adeja Hodge of the British Virgin Islands. Semi-finals of the 200 meters in Paris. Now in the final of the World Juniors. And Viva Jinkwi of South Africa looked really impressive in heats. Had to qualify as the fastest finisher from that semi-final. 8 women, fastest qualifiers in those central lanes there. Niles, Reid, Wedderburn-Gooderson. Battling it out for this title. Concentration. Focus, final rehearsals. Down the track.
On your marks.
Fast psyching up, settling into the blocks. The final of the women's 100 meters here in Lima at the World Junior Athletics Championships. Good start from Alana Reid, who seems to hold the lead slightly at the moment. Can she maintain that? Hodge battling to get back on terms. Wedderburn-Gooderson trying to get up there. Hodge could not get back to Alana Reid, who took it on the line. Niles it was who took the bronze medal, 11:18. On her bronze from Cali, and she takes home the gold medal this time. Congratulations to Alana Reid. Hodge of the British Virgin Islands takes the silver medal, 11:27, and Niles for Kisha Niles for Barbados does take that bronze medal position. 4th for Wedderburn-Gooderson, and Jinkwi came up for 5th, Kadiri in 6th. Looking for the flag, there she goes. Find the flag to celebrate. Big smiles, as there should be. She ran the lead-off leg for that Jamaican team and finished 5th in Paris. I'm sure has topped that now by taking home the title to Jamaica. That is the first Jamaican gold medal of these World Junior Championships. Hodge calmly walking around to make their way around for the photos first. Good start from Alana Reid, who seems to hold the lead slightly at the moment. Can she maintain that? Hodge battling to get back on terms. Wedderburn-Gooderson trying to get up there. Hodge could not get back to Alana Reid, who took it on the line. Niles it was who took the bronze medal, 11:18. Good start from Alana Reid, who seems to hold the lead slightly at the moment. Can she maintain that? Hodge battling to get back on terms. Wedderburn-Gooderson trying.
The winner from yesterday, Tia Jones, will start in lane 2, the challenger, third or better, and she guarantees a slam, but that's a tall ask for somebody who hasn't run a quick 100 for quite a while. It's breezy, windy down there on the track. Will that help her? Will it slow the speedsters down? Next to her, Danielle Williams, two-time world champion in the hurdles, can go fairly swift and ran actually a new personal best. It was windy, but a very swift 11:16. Reid Nugent, this, her hometown track, fresh from the World Indoor Championships, where she took a bronze medal in her main event, 60 hurdles, and says she's ready to win this. This is hers to win. Jasmine Camacho-Quinn, again, fairly swift, over 100 meters. A lot of them are around the sort of 11.2, 11.3 mark.
Yeah.
Masai Russell, perhaps a little slower, though. Really disappointing from her yesterday, only finished 5th, the Olympic champion in the hurdles. Next to her, Denisha Cartwright. Came back from China, made a semi-final in those World Indoors. She's pretty swift as well, watch out for her. And then on the outside will be Amber Hughes, another who was representing the USA at the World Indoor Championships in the hurdles. So it says short hurdles, but no barriers, just the wind and your competitor here.
Yeah, man. And Tia Jones yesterday was a surprise, but not a surprise. It's so competitive in the 100-meter hurdles that there's usually 5 or 6 competitors that really have a chance to win.
Next to her, and away they get. Nugent gets a good start, so is Danielle Williams, and Tia Jones has been left a little bit at the moment. Also going well is Cartwright, but look at Williams. Williams is going to take this. Williams just gets the lead. 11:54, and Tia Jones was nowhere, absolutely nowhere, and almost stopped running at the end there. Nugent with 8 points in second place, but that's not going to be enough. It's going to be Danielle Williams, after running brilliantly yesterday, to take second place in the hurdles. She got out well, got a little advantage early on. Cartwright started very quickly as well.
So as I said before, hurdlers are usually used to being up by 3 steps. But Danielle Williams actually has a pretty good drive phase, keeping her head down for about 20 meters. And she's got a short torso, long legs. Was able to open up her stride. Nugent tried to close. Was probably pretty surprised to see Williams accelerate past her in the middle of the race like that. High knees. She looks like a good 100-meter runner. She's got a good frame for it. You always like to see athletes with the short torso and the long legs. Nugent really grimacing, trying to get across the line, because of the huge surprise of seeing Danielle Williams out in front. But as you can see in the outside, jumping out of the blocks was Cartwright, surprisingly.
Yeah, she just faded, didn't she, in the end, and Camacho-Quinn came through really strongly. So she takes a third, and that's going to mean, as we said, that Williams will be the slam champion.
The women's 100 meters has always been a stage where raw talent meets national pride. But when you combine the rising generation with established global contenders, the result is a fascinating contrast in styles, pressure, and execution. 2 races, one at the World Junior Athletics Championships in Lima and the other at the Electric 2025 Glad Slam event in Kingston, perfectly illustrate how sprinting dominance is built, challenged, and ultimately proven. In Lima, the spotlight was on the future. The World Junior Final gathered some of the most promising young sprinters in the world, each representing not only their country, but also the next wave of global sprinting. Athletes like Australia's Alexandra Stoya and Nigeria's Justina Tiana Eaboan brought emerging speed and hunger, while Barbados' Kisha Niles and Great Britain's Wedderburn-Gooderson added consistency and technical refinement to the field. Yet despite the diversity of talent, one name stood above the rest: Jamaica's Alana Reid. From the moment the race began, Reid demonstrated a level of composure and explosiveness rarely seen at the junior level. Her start was sharp, but what truly separated her was the transition phase. While others were still finding their rhythm, Reid was already upright, accelerating with controlled aggression. By the halfway mark, the race had already tilted in her favor. Her stride frequency and efficiency allowed her to create a visible gap, turning what should have been a tight contest into a statement performance. It wasn't just a win, it was dominance over athletes from Great Britain, Australia, and South Africa, signaling that Jamaica's sprinting pipeline remains as powerful as ever. In contrast, the race in Kingston presented a completely different dynamic. This was no longer about potential, it was about proven athletes, global reputations, and the pressure of performing on one of sprinting's most iconic stages. The atmosphere inside the National Stadium added another layer of intensity, with the home crowd expecting nothing less than excellence from their Jamaican stars. Athletes like Tia Jones, Masai Russell, and Jasmine Camacho Quinn brought international pedigree and experience, each capable of winning on their best day. Danielle Williams, stepping outside her comfort zone of hurdles, added an intriguing tactical element. But once again, Jamaica found itself at the center of the narrative, this time through Reid Nugent. Nugent's race was a masterclass in controlled power. Unlike the explosive, almost fearless approach seen in Reid's junior performance, Nugent displayed a more measured execution. Her start was clean, her drive phase disciplined, and her top-end speed sustained under pressure. As the race unfolded, it became clear that the Jamaican athletes were operating on a different level. Their ability to maintain form and relaxation at maximum velocity left the rest of the field struggling to respond. What makes these two races so compelling when compared is not just the outcomes, but the underlying structure of dominance. In Lima, Alana Reid's victory represented the emergence of talent, raw, aggressive, and fearless. In Kingston, Reid Nugent's performance showcased refinement, years of training, experience, and technical precision coming together under pressure. Yet the common thread is unmistakable. Jamaica's sprinting system continues to produce athletes who excel at every stage of development. Whether it's a junior athlete overwhelming her peers or an elite sprinter controlling a world-class field, the blueprint remains consistent: explosive starts, efficient transitions, and unmatched top-end speed. These races also highlight an important reality about global sprinting. Nations like the United States, Great Britain, and others continue to produce world-class athletes. But the challenge is no longer just about matching times. It's about matching execution under pressure. In both races, the non-Jamaican athletes were competitive on paper, yet when it mattered most, they were unable to replicate the precision and composure of their Jamaican counterparts. Ultimately, these performances are not isolated moments. They are part of a larger narrative. From Alana Reid's commanding junior victory to Reid Nugent's composed dominance against elite competition, we are witnessing the continuation of a sprinting legacy that shows no signs of slowing down. Jamaica is not just winning races, it is redefining what control, confidence, and excellence look like in the women's 100 meters.